Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back for a Let's Create video. I was going to turn on the camera today because I was just really playing around, but I guess that's when you should be turning on the camera the most, right? That's what they say. So yeah, so I have no really plan for this video. I figured I'd just come on and you guys can if you want to watch me, how my process is of how I create things. And I started working on a new journal that I'm going to be working between my fancy journal and my art journal, and I'm going to be working on this journal. So this is the journal that I'm going to be working on. It is The Confession. So I just gutted out this book, and I kept the innards, which are somewhere. Where did I get the innards? Oh, fell on the floor. So I kept the innards. These are the innards. That's what I call them. I'm gonna reuse the cover. Is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reuse this. I'm gonna decorate and things like that. But I want to reuse the cover because I really love the title of this, and I want to keep that. I want to keep that as a title. So that's kind of my main goal of that. So I'm just gonna put that aside. This will be another video possibly later. I wasn't necessarily going to video these the making of this journal, but whatever, it's gonna happen anyway. So yeah, so this is the innards. I was able to save a bunch of it. Like, see, I took a bunch of it out. I'm just gonna get this to the side. I've got a real big mess on my desk. Yeah, so the innards, yes. So everybody has the innards of the books when you cut out the books, right? And I don't know what you do with all these pages, but I really like the paper. It wasn't super super thick paper. It's not super thin paper, but I like the feeling of it. So I figured I could reuse it, some of it anyway. So what I did is I just took the pages out or whatever, or like the first pages, and I just glued these together. So, and I tried Jen's glue stick, the Staples glue stick. So Jen, this is not the same type of glue stick that I was familiar with of Staples. So they had a blue cover thing on the ones from Staples that I had. So they might have been older ones. These ones seem to be holding up pretty good. And I love the size of it. It is acid free, so that's good if I'm going to put some pictures or anything on this. It won't bleed or destroy the pictures later. It won't do any discoloring or anything like that. So that's what's good for acid free. So I just literally glued these pages together just to make them thicker, right? So double, I got glue on me already. Just double paged like this, and so this was a base now, or I did three. So some of them I did three thick, but now I have this as a base, right? So I can make it's the starting of the base. Sorry, it's the starting of the base. So I'm just gonna make this one into a tag shape, like a long, skinnier, like probably like a 3 by whatever this is, 3 by 9. So just put that in half, and I'm going to glue it again. And literally, so this will be now four levels thick. So I think this is a good base for a tag, nice and sturdy once it all dries and stuff. And once, of course, you get all the pieces on top. So this is just a quick introduction of what I did with the innards of that book. Really quick. You guys probably do the same things. Then what I'll do with the rest of this is probably use it just as a glue book, or I'll throw it out because I know that I got enough out of it. I'm just cutting off the rough edge of here. Now I could have kept that on there, but I just don't want to. And that way too, if you don't glue right to the edges, generally you'll glue in here, and generally this will catch and glue a little bit easier. So keep that in mind. You can always cut your raw edge off. Now this is a good base for a tag, and it's getting thicker. Well, once it dries, it'll be even sturdier. So I'll show you like these ones. See, very thick. So this will be, I did these yesterday. So these are dry. This one's still a little flimsy because it's wet. But these ones definitely will be good basis for tags, and I can cut them and make multiple tags, or I can keep long tags, whichever. So I did those. I did a bunch of those, and I also did some folding pieces. So these would be a base that I could glue down as a pocket. So I could glue, you know, on 3 sides. I figured this could have a closure and then open. I could have a nice journaling spot inside, whichever, and have a place for one of these. I don't think this tag's gonna fit because it's too big, but you get the picture. So I did some like this, different folds. So I have different things to work with, different bases. This one is just a square. Yeah, this one is just a square piece. Yep. Some I don't even know what I did. This was also a fold out piece. So this can fold up or down. I figured it would be like this. Glue this down, and I could also glue this down on 3 sides, have this on pocket, or 3 sides here, have this a pocket, whichever, right? Pockets everywhere. So those type of things. This here is just a journaling. This is just going to be a card that I will make and just tuck into a spot, and double-sided, so, or triple-sided, whichever that one was. This one here was just a piece that I folded down. I just have this piece here for right now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if I'm going to cut it down yet and use this as a pocket. I can glue this here and use this as a pocket, glue this here and use this as a pocket, glue this on these 3 sides, use this as a pocket, and then have this as a pocket. Lots of pockets. But it's a base, right? So this is what I've done with all of these. I'm not going to go through them all because most of them are just repeats. Some fold out things, like I said, things like this. I can even, honestly, I could even sew this in a signature and have this as a little fold out piece coming out within the signature. Another just fold out piece that will be bases. Bases, okay? Oh, and even made like a little envelope, starting of an envelope, you know. This one here, I think what I was going to do is glue this down to the page like this, like this, and then have this a closure, and then it could open here, and then have a journaling spot on this page here, and then maybe decorate up here. Kind of something like that, right? So that's what I come up with for a bunch of things to go into my confessions journal. So I have a bunch of these, and I still had some of these papers left, and so I had 3 more that I figured I could make pockets out of, and but I'm not going to do them right now because I really wanted to spray them, I think, and use stenciling and make these a little bit more decorative for the journal. We'll see what happens. So I'm looking at these. I have more. Like I said, I have more of this. So even if I don't, if I end up using this, then I have more to play with. So anyway, so my idea was, where is it here? So this is going to be a black and cream and gray, very very masculine. We're going to call it that. We're going to call it a masculine journal. Yeah, so I wanted to use black cardstock for the signature pieces, and then have this, because I want this a little bit more sturdy. And I'm going to have papers as well, but this was the idea. So I took my, this is just cardstock paper. It's lightweight cardstock is what it is. It's not, does it even say how much weight? I don't get the weights of papers. You guys might get it the weights, because I can get like a heavier weight and it seems like it's a thinner paper, and I don't get it. So I don't understand that part. But anyway, this doesn't give me weights. It just says 25. I think that this, I believe either at Value Village in a pack, or I might even get this at the Dollarama. I'm not even sure. Honestly, it was on my cabinet, so I figured why not? Let's use it. I got a bunch of black journals that I want to make, so I thought this would be good base pages, honestly, for it. So the journal is 9.5 by 6.5. So what I did is I cut these down to 9 and 6 1/4. 6 1/4. 9 and 6 1/4. I hope that works. Just give me a sec. I think it was 6.5. I hope it wasn't 6 1/4. Hold on a sec. Let me remeasure. It was 6 1/4. Hold up. Maybe I need to cut those. Let me see here. Am I going to need to cut that? No, we're going to be good. Okay, perfect. Because I just cut them. So, like, now is the time before I do some more. So, I did how many pages? So, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these cardstock. And what I did is I took 2 of them. This one here, the second one, and I folded it differently. So when I sew it in, I will sew it in on this on this stitch line here instead of in the middle. And then that way there's just a little flap, and then this flap will come in just to add a little bit of something, a little bit of interest. And one back here I made into a pocket here. So once this sews in, I will glue down these flaps. I will glue down these 2 edges after it's been decorated, because of course I want to decorate these. Don't want them just being black. And yeah, so I will have one for pockets or to hold things like journaling cards, things like that, tickets, things like that. And the other one would be just like a flip, kind of like a brochure. And so I got that. Now, this isn't the regular size journals that I'm accustomed to making. So generally, I just take an 8.5 by 11 paper, and it turns out to be an 8.5 by 5.5, right? When you fold them in half. But this one is bigger, so I need a bigger paper. And I have the printables. My goodness, the printables that I wanted to use. The digital kits that I had some extra pages left over, and that I wanted to throw in this journal to give it some interest. And these are Shabby Dabby Doodles, by the way. And but they're on 8.5 by 11, and they print on this border, so I lose, like, I'm losing an inch. I'm losing how much? I think a full inch, half inch, yeah. So I'm losing a full inch on the height side, or the width side, whichever way you want to look at that. This side, I'm losing an inch, and then I'm using a half an inch on the length side. So I'm losing too much. And I don't want to keep this like that white border. That ain't gonna look good. That is not going to look good. So I'm gonna sneeze here, guys. Just give me a second. Oh. Excuse me. Sorry. Anyway, so what my thought was, instead of folding these in and putting these into the as a signature, right, as a page, I can use these to decorate with. And I found this paper. Put that aside. Sorry, guys. I'm explaining. Maybe I'm over-explaining what I'm doing. Maybe I should shut up and just do it. So this one was just one that goes in there. So I found this paper, which is like a parchment paper, and I love the color of this. It kind of goes with the coloring that's in this paper of Shabby Dabby Doodles, with the grays and the creams and the blacks and things. So, but this paper is also 8.5 by 11. But if I end up putting them together, you know, gluing those together, I can extend it, and then I will have some paper like this. So I'm going to do this to some 8.5 by 11 sheets. Now, I need to find some more of these, honestly. This was just kind of, it fell in my lap. Not really fell in my lap, but you know. So anyway, so we're going to do that. We're going to glue these together and get those to size so I can get them in the signature. And I got this bag that I found at the Vestiaire. Oh, I should go to the Vestiaire today. The Vestiaire, and I think I paid like 50 cents for it. It's just a wine bag, but the colors is like perfect. It's like cream and black, and just love this this motif. So, and it's got print on both sides, so you know I'm going to be able to use some of this in some decorating. And I love the stripes. This is very the masculine stripes. Love that. So I got that for some decorating. Get that out of the way. I found some envelopes that I want to try to incorporate. So this one is just like a tracker. I think it's like expense tracker is what I think is what this is. So I thought this would be a nice addition. Kind of pulls on the yellow tones and that cream tones or whatever. It's really dark, obviously, as you can see, but I'm going to tone it down. I think I'm going to put some gesso on it. Anyway, so then I got a cream colored envelope this size, and then I got a white one, which is pretty much the same size, but they're different. And I got two of these, actually. I'm not sure how many I'm going to use, so I pulled out two. And then I got one of these envelopes. This envelope is shimmery. Do you see that? It's like a cream shimmer, and it's square, so I love that. And I think, yep, it's 6. So I was thinking that maybe I could sew that in to the center or something and close that up and use that as its own piece or whichever. Who knows what I'll do with it. I could also just wrap it and tuck it in like that so it has a flip out, because I do want to put some flips in here, but I feel like that's just pushing it right into that center. But anyway, we'll see what we're going to do. But I love that envelope, so we're going to use that somewhere in there. That envelope. And then I got envelopes galore, so I need to start using them. That's why I'm like, oh, Deborah, go look for some envelopes. Come on. You got a million of them. Use them up. Then we got these standard, like, little letter ones, right? So I got 2 of those. Not sure how I'm going to incorporate those, but we'll do something with them. And then these are the little card envelopes. So I got 2 of those as well. So they're all different, really, sizes, shapes. And the ones that I grabbed, 2 of each, I might use and may not. But yeah. So I got those. And I got this card that I found in my stash, which is like a Paris card. It's just like a greeting card, I think, a thank you card. And love the back of it. So I might even take this and use this as 2 cards. And use this as a journaling card on the back, and use this as well as a base, because I really love the print. So I could utilize that in 2 ways. There's not a lot of these cards, so I want to use it as much best as I can. Ooh. And then I see in this black tuxedo card, this one here. Oh, wait, I do have... Oh, no, I gotta find those. I'm gonna have some more cards. I have Lady. I have something. Yes, I do, because now I'm looking at these. Anyway, thank you cards. I'm gonna obviously, you know, cover that up, but I love the black tie kind of... It's a graduation, like see a little graduation, but to me it looks like a bow tie. When I first look at it, that's what it reminds me of. So I'm gonna decorate that up and make that into looking a little bit more not like a graduation. And then I got some of these. They're like library card kind of pockety kind of things. Just grab them because they're black and white, honestly. The polka dots might be too much. I'm not sure. We'll see if when they're on their own to see what I can do with them, but because when they're like this, they don't really bother me. And these are those not glassine, just like little paper bags. Anyway, so I had a couple black and white ones, so I grabbed those out of my stash too. So I figured I can do something with this pile. Now, today, obviously, we're not doing all this today. This will be worked on as the videos come. But for today, I want to build some of these, and I need to find some more of these papers, because I do want to put I want to put roughly, I think 15 pages, like for the 30 days is kind of where I was heading with this. I was hoping to do, but I don't have 15 of those black pages, and I didn't want to put 15 of those black ones. Just give me one more second. I'm going to bring it back. Give me a second. Grab some more of those papers, I think, here. Oh. Are these ones different? Oh, these ones are even different. Maybe I'll use these ones too. Those are different, right? Yeah, those are actually different than those ones. Okay, so maybe I will use one of those and then some of these. And what else do we got? What else do we have here in my little stash? I didn't really want to put the coffee dye. Okay, well, I think we're going to do that. Sorry, I'm back. I didn't really want to put the coffee dyed papers in here for this round. I just kind of want to stop and not use coffee dye because I always put coffee dye. Now these papers are bigger. Hold up. Those are 11 by 8.5. No, they're the same. Are they smaller? Those are 10. 10 by 8. These are actually smaller. This paper here is smaller. So, but that's okay. That's no worries. I'm just going to put it to the side. And we're going to glue this. Now this has seen better days on the side here. This is kind of like a... I don't know what to say about this paper. It's got watermarks on it. It's kind of like a cotton. I don't know if you can pick that up or not, but it's definitely a different type of paper. Oops, oopsies. I'm gonna still stick with this Jen's Staples glue stick because I've been trying to only use this one for right now. And I'm just going to glue on this flap and glue this flap down to the other page. So how have you guys been? Like, honestly, I've been doing a lot of Thrifty Thursday videos, not a lot of creating videos. Have you guys been creating lately? Not just like me, just stocking up and filling up my craft room, because that's what seems to be what I've been doing a lot of. Just kind of filling her up. So I need to start making things. Actually, I should move that off. I don't want to put that right in the center, because that's where I'm going to stitch it. So I don't want that connected right there. Make the extra bulk. There we go. Yeah, so, you know, I don't know about you guys, but anybody that does like Thrifty Thursday videos, things like that, I find that our craft room is getting fuller and fuller and fuller, and not much is going out of it. There's more coming in, so I'm always looking for storage and things like that. So so now I'm trying to focus on creating things. That's what my focus is. Now, this little bits of paper, this little stack is not even close to, it's not even going to put a dent, not even close, of the paper stacks that I have. But, you know, it's a start. That's how we're going to go. It's a start. I'm just going to get a cloth here, guys. Just give me one more sec. Dried up baby wipes. Dried up baby wipes. Yeah, and they're not even dried up on purpose. I just forgot to put the darn thing open. Sorry if that's loud. I left the package open because I'm irresponsible that way, I guess. But now I got dried up wipes, so ta-da! Perfect, right? Are these this small? What is happening? What did I do? Anyway, we're gonna use it anyway. That's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna also crease back that line so then I have the good, strong seam on that. Now, hopefully it doesn't glue shut. And I'm gonna get my template back again. So this is the size of the black paper, right? Now here, I can do a lot of things. I can cut this off. I could rip this off so it's not a straight edge. But I think I'm just going to fold it in, and I will be able to decorate this piece separately and have this as a flip. Okay, like a flip open. So I have it like this. Oh, oopsies. And make sure all your edges are glued down on both sides. Be smart about it, not like me. There, make sure that that's down. But now I have a flip, right? So I can decorate this as, or I could even make this into a pocket if I really wanted to. It's, I might want to like fold it back down and glue that down to make this a stronger edge, or even edge it or whichever. But for right now, that is what we have. Now, the top part, I am going to cut off. I am going to cut that off. Actually, I'm not even going to cut it. I am going to rip it. And just use your ruler. Pushing down hard as I can. And I'm going to save this paper. I really like this paper. Maybe is this that corn paper? I don't know where I got this. I must have got this at Value Village. But anyway, it's thick stuff. I don't know how to say that. It's not ripping. It's not easy to rip anyway. Or tear. So there we go. So we got one page for that. Now, put that over there. And I got all these ones. So back to judging the size that we need. So rough. And I'm just going to fold it just like this, so it kind of gives me a little bit of a guide of where I need to glue down the other page. Now, obviously I don't need that full page, right? I can make this even bigger, so then I have more of a flip to come in and have this more like a double page or whichever. And I think I'm only going to put, I need to decide how many I want to put in here. So we have 1, 2, I think we'll do 4. There, I think that should be enough. 4, 10, I think so. Let's do 4. Okay. Now, I was going to put that glue book down, but I feel it's just kind of redundant. It's too big of a page for it. So I don't have one of those big, I need a big coffee table book for a glue book, I think. Yeah, I think that would work better. So we'll do the edges of this. And do the edges of this one. And then just do a little rundown. Should be good. Like I said, I'm not going to do that right in the corner, like right in here, so then I can, when I do the stitch, it won't interfere, won't be extra bulk. Oop, come on. But it would help if you line it up as straight as you can. You know, as much as you can. And of course, you know, some people are perfectionists and needs to make sure that everything is super lined up. And you're just going to make sure I can't see it too much, or I can at least cover it up with something else so I can't tell that it's crooked. That's okay too. That works for me. Okay, so now we got that page. That one. I'm going to fold that back so I can crease that line again right here. Get that a nice crisp, clean, straight line. See where we're at. See if I'm still in line with my measurements, and I am. Perfect. Yeah. So this one, as we know, is the edge. This one here, I'm going to bring it in just a little bit. Not much. And the reason why I bring this in just a little bit, okay, so you know how when your signature and you're building your signature and the more pages you're stuffing inside each other, it kind of like, it comes out, right? The pages, I don't know how you say that, but they kind of, as you're putting each of them, see it comes out a little bit, each one. Well, when you have a folded one like this, if you need to cut some off, I don't want to cut that edge, right? I don't want to slip and cut that edge. So if I just need to cut a little bit off, now this one I am pushing it because it is just a little tiny bit. See, it's like a 1/4 inch. I probably should have made that like a 1/2 inch just to be safe. But if I have to cut this off, then I know I'm not cutting into that edge. So keep that in mind when you're folding pages like this. I always fold the one that's folded is always inside just a little bit in case I do need to trim it, and then it won't interfere with that crease. So that's kind of how I work it. That's how I do it. And this one, we're just going to cut this off here. And I am going to, like I said, I'm going to keep these offcuts because I'm probably going to use them for something else. And there we go. So I have another page done. There's 2. Let's do 1 more, 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. Now, I could just do this, I guess. And then measure it back. And then fold it. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this one a little different. So, waste not glue. So I'm just going to do a thin bead down here. And I'm going to do a thin bead down this side. And we're going to try to line this up again. As straight as you can do it. Or straight as your brain can, or eyes can let you see it. There's that. There. So there's one way to make it a bigger page, right? Now, like I said, I don't want that fold on any of this. I don't want it folded in the middle because then it has a chance of not breaking, but coming apart, let's say. So I'm just going to take this over a little bit and see where we're at. Or maybe I'll do it this way. How am I going to do this? How do I want to do this? I wanted both sides to flip in. That's what I wanted. So let's go with here. And maybe this page is just not big enough to do it, to be honest. It's not really allowing it for it. I don't think it's not going to be a big, it's not going to be a big one. So that would be in the center. I'm just using the ruler to crease this a little bit there. A little bit straighter. And that didn't help though. There's that one. Now on this one, we're gonna bring this almost about an inch from the middle. Okay, so it'll look like that. Did I get that right? I did get that right. Now, because I have 2, this one should bring in a little bit more. I'm going to cover this anyway, so that double fold line won't matter. The reason why I did that was literally the reason I just explained about cutting it if I have to cut it, because there's two folds, one on this side and one on this side. If I have to cut it, I don't want to cut into the fold, so let's make it a little bit smaller, which I did, see? And that way if I have to cut it, no fuss, no muss, don't care. It's not going to ruin anything. And, okay, so we got this. And there we go. So we got 3, 1 more. Now what should we do with this one? Should I do the same thing? Probably. Let's do it that way. It was the easier, I think, quickest way to do it. And that. Glue everywhere. And just stick that together. And make that a little bit bigger. And just make sure these edges are secured down, because you know it's all about the edges. Now, what do we want? Do we want... How do we want this folded? Do the same thing. I'll have this one fold this side. And if we make print on that side. Go. And that's just, like I said, that's just to get the kind of the measurement of this template. So whatever you guys are doing, if you guys are making one too, just use whatever measurements you're using. And then of course, like I said, this one, maybe I'm going to fold it back this way, something a little different. And I'm going to make that one smaller again, so in case I have to cut it. That should be a little bit smaller. Yeah, so we should be fine. And one more, what should I do with the, oh, everything's black on my desk. I need to have different colors. Everything melts into each other. So let's do this. There we go. So we have this one. Like that. Now I don't know which pattern I want to put in here, like which way I want to have these sitting in here, to be honest. I was thinking about putting some sheet music as well in here. Maybe I should do that. And do we have it here? Do I have sheet music right here? I know I have lots of sheet music, but do I have it right here? Of course not. Oh, give me one more second here. Where's sheet music? La, 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 la. Where did I put that? Where did I put that? Right here. Okay. I'm in the mix of moving my room around, so things are not where they should be. So let's grab a couple pages out of here. Two pages out of this. This is not good, as you can tell. Beethoven. But I kind of like the grungy kind of rip look anyway, so you know what, we will just continuously do that, and whatever comes, right? Give it a little bit of interest. Everything's really straight lined and in there so far, so this will be a nice addition. Let's see if this works. Now, obviously, I didn't measure anything. I'm just ripping. So I probably should have measured to make sure that that's going to work in there. Now, I don't want too many little picks. Like these, I'm just going to kind of even them out a little bit so they don't, see, they're very fragile. And let's see if I can fold that right in half and use those. Let's see. Put this one. Oh yeah, I like the look of that. And then maybe put this one in here. Oh, no. In here. And we will do one like this. And maybe one of these ones. It's different. Do I want that? And this one maybe in here. I really like that. Probably could have folded that a little bit better. A little bit more on the even side. There we go. And I will decorate these pages as well. And I'll have this one here. This work. You know what? I like this out better. I like them folding out, I think. So something like that. And as you see, none of the white pages are sticking out yet. Or not the white pages, but the cream pages, which is good. Because we don't want that. We don't want that. Now, very mundane, very simple, right? There's not very much going on in here. Maybe one more. I did want to incorporate the title page also in this. I'm not sure I'm liking that there. You can always move things around too, guys. You don't have to, obviously, if your first intentions is not working, move it. That's what I'm doing. Confessions. So I'll also back this page so that way it has a little bit more structure and something. So we're getting there. We're getting into a signature. Now, I think there still needs to be more pages in here. Just give me one sec. Maybe I will put some coffee dye in here. Because I do have lots of it. Let me see. Yeah. See. Let's see what we have. Just to kind of fill her up and have some extra pages to write on, because you know we need pages, right? So so maybe 4 of these, 2, 3, or maybe 3 of those. Oh, wait. Maybe I'll use some of the pattern ones. See, this one has like a little bit of something on them. Yeah, these ones, I need to do some more coffee dyeing of, and make pattern paper is what I need to do. I'm just going to do 3 sets. And then that should be good. Because once I start putting the extra pages in there and decorating this and filling it up with pockets and things, I don't want this signature to be that big. That's something else. So this spine, my goodness, Deborah, spine is 1.5 inches. Yeah, 1.5 inches. So I figured 1/2 inch, a 1/2 inch signature, right? That blows up to be 1/2 inch, or 1.5 inches. Do you know what I mean? So if I can do this in like a 1/2 inch kind of state, that's my logic. I don't know about you guys. Does this make sense to anybody but me? That's how my brain works. I'm like, so if I do this in thirds, because I know I'm going to blow this up times 2, right? So do this 1/2 inch. Then once everything's filled up, that can grow an extra inch, and 1/2 inch on each side. I'll put this in the 1/2 inch portion of the spine when I sew it in, and then it can open up and do its glory, right? Does that make sense to everybody? That makes sense to me. We'll go with that. Okay, but I still need to glue these papers together because we're back to still not having the right sizing, right? So let's get back to that. Glue, glue, glue. Oh, I'm gonna put this on the side. And yeah, so how do you guys do your extra pages? Like, not extra pages, but your bigger pages. Like, do you use legal size paper? Because I also have that somewhere around here. I was thinking about doing that, legal size paper, and then, but what size is legal size paper? Isn't it like 10.5? No, 8.5 by, I still don't think it would have been long, and I don't think it would have worked anyway. I think I still would have been doing something to it, right? I think. What do you guys think? This one here, I think I'm just going to grab my other, I need to keep one of my templates out. That's what I need to do. So this is how I start to build a journal. I don't know about you guys, how you guys do it. I know I can't sort and organize worth crap. My stuff that is it's a given. I need Jen to come help me. I need her expertise. Anyway, so yeah, so I need to be able to organize my stuff like by like, and that way I can find things and I know what I have, and you know, not really going through the room each time and trying to find things and not really being successful. This one I'm actually going to rip off so I don't have a flip out, because I don't want flips of everything. This is just going to be a page, and then I'll use this as a writing spot. Honestly, these will probably be used as writing spots as well, because it's good paper. And let's see where we're at with this. I'm just going to rip this off. So it will be evenly fit inside. There's one. Another one done. I love the look of this coffee dye. I don't know how I did it, but I did. Let's glue it this way, so it's on the outside. I don't know if it was my pan that I was using that day. It got dirty. Maybe that's what it is, because I think as you coffee dye, I think it gets grungier, right? Like as things get dirtier. Doesn't that make sense? This is my first time doing anything coffee dyeing, so when I did these, I got super excited. I even was able to color paper, and then I got really smart, and I'm like, oh, food coloring, let's do food coloring. So I literally did a rainbow of colors. Just kept on adding them and adding the colors together as the pigment was coming out. Yeah, so I got a rainbow of colors, like pastel-y kind of colors. Again, measure this kind of out to about 6 inches. Now, if these aren't all the same, it's okay. They don't have to be. It kind of gives it interest if they're not, to be honest. If everything was cut exactly the same, is that right? No. Exactly the same, then, you know, that's fine too, but it doesn't have to be. This one as well, I'm just gonna cut this off, and I will use this. Don't do that. That wasn't smart. I will use this for backings of tags and stuff, because I did have some offcuts of the these black sheets. I did, because they were 12 by 12s, right? So when I cut them, I did end up with a bunch of these to make tags. So, you know, I can back these and then I can have something to write on or whatever, things like that. So, or the person that purchases this will have something to write on. This journal will be going for sale once it is all done. But we'll see once it's all done. We'll see how long it takes me to make it, honestly. Perfect. And we got, what, 2 more? 1 more? 1 more. And this one too, it's like the beginning of the grunge. I really like the coffee dye that has like the lace and things. Jen had given me some oh, what is it? It's like plastic lace, I think, or something. Anyway, it's what people use to do copy dyeing from what I've seen on YouTube. So I need to really get on my butt and do that. And because I really love the lace look on that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And last page here. Okay, guys, so this one, sorry, this is boring. But this is how you build pages. And honestly, like I said, this was just a quick jump on video. And show you what I was doing to start this journal is what I was doing with this. I didn't use a template that time. I'm kind of cheating with my mat, to be honest. I really like this. I really like that grunge on there. And well, this one I will do the top part because I'm not sure where we're at with sizing. Booyah! Don't get too overzealous, say. Come on. Okay, there. So 3. Is that going to be enough? Do we have enough, Houston? Do we have enough? Okay, put that in there. And so we have coffee dye, whatever this paper is. So coffee dye in here. Coffee dye. And then our music sheet. And whatever that is. And whatever this is. Do another coffee dye in here. There we go. Something along those lines. Now I still might have to trim that off a little bit because it is starting to do its thing. Do you see that? I don't know if you can tell. It goes out like this. It's like a point. But we'll see what we can do. If it's gonna stay. What's happening? Inside the confinements of this. Will you? And I believe you will. And once it gets filled up, it kind of opens up anyway, so I don't think it's going to get any bigger, but I think that's going to be good. Ooh, I think. What do you guys think? That's about a 1/2 inch, I believe. And like I said, once it's all decorated, that's obviously going to get bigger. Yeah. Do I have? I thought I had more of that Confessions book, but maybe not. Did I take it all out? I might have taken it all out. Alright. This map I wanted to put in here. I did want to put that in there. I'm just going to rip this down again. Hopefully it doesn't go crazy. It's thinner paper, this one, so I just want to have a little map there. And have this on the first page. Just to give it a little bit of something. There. So there's our start of our signature for Confessions. Now, this might change. I might add some extra, if I can find some extra pages, maybe some, I don't know what type of pages I want to put in there. Like I have these type, like the book pages, these type of book pages that I was thinking. Has like that old, what do you call that text, like the, whatever that is. I don't know what even language this is, but it does give it a little bit of interest. Just a little bit of something in here. You know what? I am going to glue a couple of these together and add them. Yeah, just to have something extra, because it is kind of, I don't know if it's because there's no color, or not no color, but there's not any patterns in here. That's kind of throwing me off. It's just right now it's so plain. But you know what? Screw it. We're going to make some more pages. We'll do 2 more. I got these out of the book that I had, so might as well use them. I was going to use them as just collage papers. I was going to cut them up and use them as that. But now that I'm looking at it this way, I think I'm going to add them just to give a different interest of text. It's one thing I don't have. I have a lot of, where did that go? I have a lot of books, but most of it's just like standard Times New Roman kind of text, right? Ugh, sticky. Not interesting text, but this one I find is like the calligraphy kind of text. So I'm just going to put that to the side so it can dry for a sec. And I'm going to glue these 2 together as well. I know they were already fastened, but this is an old book. Well, that can stay in there, I guess. I don't know what that is. It's a coin, so give it some type of interest of something. Glue that down. Yeah. Oops. Glue that back down that way. So yeah, be careful with these old papers. I wasn't even thinking. Just all bull in a china shop here. It's definitely ripping. Let's just let that dry. And let that side dry. And put that there. There. Okay. So we got those 2. Now, is that even going to be big enough? Yeah, I'll have to cut a little bit of it off. Nothing too major. And I'm just going to fold this right in half because that's what's going to be needed, to be fair. Now, I hope this doesn't come apart from where I just glued it. How'd you stay? You know what? I might put some tape, run a little bit of some tape or something down that edge to seal that down, because I don't trust that. Whenever I fold on the glued edge, I just don't trust that it's gonna actually stay put with much use, right? See, like as I'm folding that, it's opening up right there. Let's glue that back down. Okay. Glue works really good, so it's not the glue's fault, that's for sure. It's just definitely user error. I don't know if I can. I'm really folding it right on that loose edge. So yeah. Anyway, that's okay. It's gonna stay. It should stay. And like I said, I'm gonna glue it, or not glue it, but tape it. Tape it down too, in that crease. Or you know what? I mean, I don't even use it. I'm gonna sneeze again though. Oh, excuse me. So let's see if I can get that to stay down there. And have that stay glued, hopefully. Okay, so we have those. Add those to the picks. Now let's see where we're going to put these. I am going to have to cut a little bit off at the bottom. Cut a little bit off. And about that much. So it fits in the book. And take a little bit off the top as well. And I remember cutting a little bit on the side as well. try to get that, get it all sides, all like rough or whatever, that torn edge. There we go. More like a book. It's gonna be smaller in here, but that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. And this one in there, and maybe this one in here. And that one there. Something along those lines. How do we get? We got a 1/2 inch. Yay! Mission accomplished. Okay, so 1/2 inch. Guys, we did it. So there's the signatures built. This was a quick video just to build the signatures, to be honest. I am going to clean this up and reinforce it. Obviously, get some tape on the in the seams of those pages so it can get reinforced. And yeah, I think we're on a good starting Confessions Journal, I think. What do you guys think? First signature? Well, the only signature. Done. And then we get to decorate it, which is the fun part. I think what I'm going to do is I might even decorate this without binding it. And then bind it after it's been decorated, I think. I'm going to try that, maybe. Because I find as the book, if the book has already been binded, I'm having a harder time getting to the pages and decorating them properly. That's just me, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. See how much I'm going to do. I definitely, the collage work and things like that, I'm going to get in before I sew it into the cover for sure. And I need to do the cover. So, okay. Thanks for joining me for a really quick video. This is my signature, guys, for the confessions. Yeah, I will see you guys soon again for another video for confessions for sure. And next one will be a decorating a little bit more of the pages. So that'll be more fun. Anyway, you guys have a good week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.